Ethan,
Mr. Tomondo, how are you?
how you doing, my brother?
No, all good, man. You all right?
I'm well. I'm well. Thanks for
Is
joining
it?
me.
No, thank you.
It's
Thank you.
unfortunate
It's
that
good
it's
to be
kind
here.
of late, but we'll still make it happen. But the last live that we did together, it went well. I had some great responses from people. I don't know what was the response on your end, but it seemed like you did an amazing job, man. So thank you for doing it the other time. Thank you for
Okay,
doing
all
this
right.
with me today again.
Yeah. I mean, the time is a bit late, but it's been hectic, but I think we'll keep it short today. Not more than 45 minutes,
For sure,
hopefully.
for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. We can
Yeah,
we,
yeah,
we,
yeah.
we can definitely do that. I have no problem. But before we jump into it, for those that don't know, can you talk about Zoot Petroleum and why you decided to study in Zimbabwe? Then we get into today's topic.
Okay, sorry, please come again.
So before we get started, can you talk about Zoot Petroleum? What is it about and why you started it in Zimbabwe? So we can just get into that before we get into today's topic.
Okay, all right. Well, basically, it's been my vision to want to own and run a petroleum company in Southern Africa. So basically, I came with a game changer mentality, hoping to change and rather bring the restoration that's needed in the industry. So basically, what we do is we supply petroleum products, and basically that's our main goal. And we have petroleum projects that we're also undergoing in Africa, which of course I cannot disclose for certain reasons. But I mean, if you look us up on the internet, you see exactly what we're doing and where exactly we're doing it. But aiming to really bring the youth into that industry, because it's always full of the big guys, and we're just aiming to bring young people, aiming to dominate the industry. So basically, that's Zero Petroleum for you. But of course, the vision is bigger than what it is at the moment.
Okay, got you. So today we're talking about how to buy without money. So I'm a student of the game. I'm going to do mostly asking questions today, and I'm going to let you lead on the topic. Is that
Okay,
fair?
okay.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
so
yeah,
buying without money, how is that possible?
yeah. Or of course, when you hear how to buy without money, it's attractive. I mean, you're like, we use money to buy. You know, we need actually money runs everything. Money
Yeah.
runs the world. So when you're saying how to buy without money, what are you saying? It's a bit confusing even to myself. I was like, I don't know how I got off this topic, but rather it was actually meant to be how does one start a business without money, basically,
Okay.
if you give me.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah,
sure, 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 sure. I
yeah.
get you. So, yeah, the process of that. So, how does one start a business without money? Because I don't know if we can say like with every business you can start it without money, or it just works with
True.
particular business. So, how does that process work? Do you say like you can start any business without money, or there are specific businesses that you can start without having any money upfront?
Okay. Well, it's controversial, of course, but you can start any business without money. I'll explain, of course, but you can start any business without money. There's certain things that you use that you need to do, of course, but you can start a business because there are things that attract money that aren't money itself, if it makes sense.
Okay.
So basically, that's where I'm coming from. I mean, that's what I keep on doing on a daily basis, and what you do to attract investment as well.
Mm-hmm.
What makes investors look at you and put their money there,
True.
basically. So what you're doing is you're using something that's not money to receive money. So it's more of what is that thing that, for example, I did. Yep.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. So it's very good for those who want to venture into business without money. What can I do to attract investment? Investors are actually very hard to please. I mean, you can have a good idea that you believe in, and an investor can come and shut your dreams, but there's certain things you need to have, of course, to attract, their attention so they can actually put their money into your business. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, what are those things that one needs for for you to get the attention of the investors, or for investors to be interested in investing in your business? What does one need?
Okay, rather, there are principles that you need to follow. Yeah, there are laws that you need to follow. And it's not just in business, in all that you do, there are principles you have to follow, right? So now, with my experience, and basically what I'm here to say, there are about 7 principles that you can use to get money or to get investment. Hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the principles. What are the 7 principles?
So basically, let's understand what is a principle, and
Okay.
basically, and how I'm really laying out what I'm saying today. Rather, principle is a foundation basically for a system. So, what foundation do you have in your life that can attract investment? Basically,
Okay.
you understand? Yeah,
Yeah.
and then there's about 7 foundations that you need. Rather, you need money, of course, to run a business.
Uh-huh.
Starting a business, you need money. Yes.
Uh-huh.
And money, of course, it's a currency that you use to acquire.
Uh-huh.
So when I say there's 7 principles you use to get money, what I'm saying is that there's 7 currencies you can use to buy that aren't money.
Okay.
I know it's this of people like it's a bit confusing. I know, but once you get it, you'll be like, wow.
Yeah, I'm
You understand?
following. I'm following. Yeah, I
Yeah,
understand. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure you're quite confused as well. Like, what is this guy trying to say?
No, no,
How
no,
do I
no,
buy all that
no.
money?
No, no, I get you. I get you. I get you. I'm walking with you. So let's get to the second one.
Okay. No, baby, like basically I mentioned like it's a foundation, right? So
Yeah.
basically running a business is like building a house. Every house has to have a foundation, regardless of how the location. You need to have a foundation, you understand?
Uh-huh.
So every business has to have a foundation. Now, no matter how beautiful the house is, if the foundation is what? Faulty, the house will fall.
True.
So you've got people who enter business and it's like, wow. Then from, they rise, then they fall. What happened? It's the foundation. So there's something wrong with the foundation. But now the foundation of business is not about money only. It's about principles that you have as an individual and in your life. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
So these principles that can be used to attract money that you need for
Uh-huh.
investment. Now, with my experience, I think there's quite a lot. There's 7, but I won't go through 7 of them. I'll just go through a few. The main 3 that I really aim to focus on, I call them the triple H. Yeah. So there's
Let's.
humility, honor, and honesty,
Uh,
right?
yeah.
So money, right? We mentioned that it's a currency, so you use money to acquire, right? You can also use honor to get money. You can also use humility to get money. You can use honesty to get money.
Money. Uh-huh.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how much? So there's certain things that you need to have a certain level of honor to get, right?
Yeah.
Because I can have a good idea that I want people to invest in, but if my own principles, if I don't have humility, that might not come to me. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. So why I say humility is because when one is humble, I mean, it's so easy for when you enter a room full of investors and you're humble, immediately they can give you their attention. So if you
Okay.
exercise your humility while seeking investment, you tend to get their attention. While if you walk into the room and you're very proud of yourself, regardless of your idea, people tend to then reject you. No one wants to work with someone who's like proud of themselves.
Okay.
Do
I,
you
I,
understand what
I,
I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Sure, sure, sure. I get it. But I don't know how to pose this question when it comes to humility, because I've been in rooms where like young people walk in, and what I realize, people are really smart, they're really brilliant, but they tend to talk a lot. I don't know how to explain it. Like they tend to show other people that they are better than everybody in the room because they have this
Yes.
brilliant idea, and they forget that there are people that have money that want to invest in them. But if you're showing us that you're better than all of us, it's really hard for us, to communicate with you or to get to an understanding or like where you're going with your idea. So if you could get into a situation or give an example on the humility thing, on like, what it means being humble. Because a lot of people, when they talk about humility, they think about material things only, like, being humble in terms of material things. They don't understand, like, when it comes to interacting with people too, there's some certain code of conduct that you should,
Yeah, true.
conduct
The
yourself, a certain
principles.
way that you should conduct yourself when you're talking to a certain type of individuals. You might have the knowledge or like all the information or the best product ever, but the delivery, it's all about in the delivery.
True.
So sorry to talk too much. So I just wanted you
No,
to
no, no, it's all right.
kind of
It's all
sort of
right.
like give an example of like, when you talk about humility, when you get into these rooms.
Okay. Rather, what I mean is acknowledging what someone has that is bigger than you.
Yeah.
So rather, if you have a company and you've got 5 trucks in the company, and that's my industry that I want to, but I only have 1 truck. So when I then see you, right, I acknowledge that no, no, you have more than me. So you speak to me. Let me not speak to you because you are where I want to be. So
Yeah.
that's humility in business. So you acknowledge that no, 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 you are far in life and I want to learn. Teach me what's happening. I may have 1 car, but compared to you, I'm nothing. So you're putting yourself down so that they speak to you.
Got it.
Yes, it's not about humility in terms of flaunting your wealth. No, 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 no. Humility in terms of acknowledging those who are above you.
Thank you.
See?
Thanks for explaining that. So
Yes.
yes. So the other thing you talked about, what was the other thing besides humility? Are we still
I
on
was
humility? Are we still on humility? Are we still on that topic?
No, no, no. We're on honor now.
Oh, no, no. Okay.
Yes. Now, what honor does is honor tends to open doors for you. Again, if I see you have something that I don't have. I don't despise who you are or what you have, right? I acknowledge that no, sir, you might be younger than me, or we went to school together, but what you have, I also want to have. So I don't look at you as my schoolmate per se, because once you do that, you really normalize my potential. So you don't then receive what I have.
I like that.
You understand?
Yeah.
So the issue with the young people is that we know each other from way back. So then when you see someone that you're familiar with rising in life, you despise them, because people do change in life. So if for example I'm seeing you here, we're on the live video, 10 years from now, if I see you on, Forbes, I might be like, this guy, is this even true?
Yeah.
Already I'm really disqualifying myself from that possibility in my life.
That's a
Do you
very
understand
good
what I'm
point.
saying?
I like that, man. Yeah, I do understand. Yeah.
Yes. So what honor does is you might not have money for a business, but honor those that have a business. They might even actually give you some money. Do you understand what I mean? You're attracting investment because if someone sends me a DM now and they're like, "Wow, the live video was amazing. I'm inspired." Do you think I'll forget that person one day when I make it in life? I won't.
Nah, you won't. Yeah.
Exactly. So what you're doing is you are actually capturing investment, but you're not using popular ways. You're actually capturing investment for yourself. You might not get the money now, but in the future, you will have a backup.
I like it.
So again, it comes back to humility. Are you able to tell someone your age that, wow, you inspire me? Or is it that now we are boys, we come from way back already, what you want from me is at the boys level. I'll give you what boys give boys. I'll give you a handshake. That's it. I can't give you money.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm trying to say?
I understand what you're saying, man. I understand.
Yeah. So if you don't have investment, you don't have money for your business, at least look for those that really invest and just honor them. You see, when you see them, tell them that, wow, you inspire me, sir. That's amazing. Bother them every day that, wow, sir, this is amazing. One day I really want to be at your level. He won't forget you in life after saying such a thing. So you're
Yeah.
indirectly capturing investment for yourself.
I'm following, man.
Yeah,
I'm following.
yeah,
I'm following.
yeah.
So,
So
so
basically,
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, man.
yeah, so basically, honor can actually buy something that money can buy.
I'm following. I'm
Yeah,
following. It
yeah,
definitely makes sense.
yeah.
So the other thing. So what's the other thing? Because you talked about two things now. Humility, honor. So what's the other thing?
Okay, so humility, honor, and honesty. You
Honesty.
see, honesty is another thing you need when you're starting a business. Why? Is once again, when you enter into a room full of people who are making it, be honest about yourself, right? If things are not going well, inform them that, I put money into my business, but I'm making losses. Don't get there and lie that, wow, at the age of 15, I owned 5 trucks. Don't lie, because once you do that, I mean, money knows money. Greatness knows greatness. So you cannot lie to a great person that you're making it. They know.
Yeah.
You understand?
Uh,
So
sure, I
rather
do.
being honest around those who are above you, that you know what, I need help with business. I have my vision, I have my dream, but I really don't know what's happening. I'm trying A, B, C, D, but I'm stuck. Help me out. You're honest. I know, what, I might be here dressed so well, but I'm dressed from my father's money. This is not my money. You're being honest.
Mhm.
Already, honesty also attracts, people who are above you. They look at you and be like, okay, wow, you have the heart to go above. Again, principles, the foundation. If one wants to do a business with me, I don't look at what they have,
Yeah.
whether you've got 10 cars, I don't care. I look at your foundation. What are your principles? Are you honest? Do you have humility in you? Because I'd rather work with someone without money, but with honesty and honor. Because you cannot fall when you have these things. You can actually just rise. It's just a matter of time until your life changes.
True.
You understand?
Yeah.
So it's not about looking at the money. How much money does one have? If you look for a business partner, you're not looking for money. Look for their principles. Simple things. Honesty. How do they speak to people? Are they just rude? Are they rough to people? These things matter in business. I mentioned business is like building a house. You build your foundation first, then you begin to build the house. You build your windows, huh? And then you close the windows. Exactly certain things that you have to close in your life while you're building your business. Don't just hear voices, because destiny is very serious. Yeah.
Yeah.
And each and every single person has got their own destiny. But
Okay.
how I'm going to help you in business does not depend on how much money you need or have. It depends on your principles. So your principles attract my money, which is why you can buy without money using your principles.
Hmm.
You
I,
understand what I'm saying?
I'm following. I definitely understand what
Yeah,
you're saying.
yeah, yeah. So basically, when I say you buy without money, is you use your principles to buy without money. It's a bit confusing. I mean, it's something that you tend to do when you're at a certain stage in business, where it's not about the money now. It's about what do I have as a person in life that can attract an investor. I mean, you can have a drunkard can walk in and he's drunk and he has a good business idea, but investors will not put money. Why? Because he came in drunk. So your principles actually attract investment. You understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
The reason why you cannot see an investor wearing shorts and a vest, why? Although your idea is brilliant, but you won't receive the investment. Why? Because they think you're joking. Principles.
Yeah. You don't take
Yeah. So
yourself serious. So how do
exactly.
you expect other people to take you serious as well?
Exactly. One of the principles again that you need is confidence.
Yeah.
All right. Confidence can buy what money can buy. Why? Because there are some people who believe in confidence. But if I believe in myself, then whoever I speak to believes in me. Even if what I'm talking is not true, you just believe that, wow, this guy's got a vision, he's going far.
Yeah.
You see?
Hmm.
So again, yeah.
So we talked about humility, honesty, and being humble. Somebody might be watching and say, like, okay, I already have all these principles. I'm humble, I have humility, and I'm honest, but I haven't figured it out. Like, I want to start this thing right here that I want to build. So, what would you tell
Okay.
that person? What should they do?
Okay. Now, patience is key,
Yeah.
right? Patience is key. Don't be quick to rush. Yes, everyone wants to make it in life, right? But patience is key. Why? Because you have to learn. There's a stage where you have to learn um, through losses. Know how to make losses. You actually have to learn. So while you're waiting for your business to blow, keep yourself in a place where you're learning. You understand?
Yeah.
So keep learning because if you maintain these principles, the time is coming when you actually rise, but you have to be prepared for that.
I get it. So I like your principles, man. It just reminds me, like me, I believe like the topic that you brought to me, like buying without money or starting a business with no money. I've done it
Yes.
myself, but I've done it in a different way where I've used relationships to start all those
Okay.
things. But in order
Yes.
for those relationships to exist, I had
You
to
need
have
to
those
have
three principles that you just mentioned. That's what
true, true, true.
attracted, and even the confidence that you mentioned, that's what attracted those people to whatever I was doing, or like to want to listen to me or to
True,
continue
true,
doing
true.
whatever we're doing together, because I'd exhibited to them that I'm honest and I am humble. Like when they say something that I don't understand, I'll ask questions. If I don't know anything, I'm honest about it. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
true,
know this, so
true,
I'm not sure about it.
true.
So I'm
Yeah.
really glad that you brought this topic up. And my other question would be like, how long does it take? Like somebody might say, like, okay, you said be patient. Is there a
Okay.
timeline? Like, after this many years of you doing this, these are the results that you're going to get if you maintain these principles in place. What would you
Okay.
say to that?
Okay. All right. Um, well now, what are you doing while you're waiting? Are you changing? What's your plan? If is your plan working? Is it delaying you? Then check your plan. Maybe you need to sit back, plan again. Where are you? Let's say you've just opened a business and you're selling clothes, for example. Where is your market? Where exactly are you selling? Maybe you need to change, try new things, because there's waiting where you're waiting to learn. But once you know, then you shouldn't be waiting. Does it
Okay,
make sense?
got it.
Yeah, so the being patient side of things is you're learning to gain that confidence you need to buy without money.
Okay, and
Yeah.
is
So
so,
rather,
oh, go
yeah,
ahead, go ahead.
yeah. So basically, you wait to learn. Once you know what you're doing, then you shouldn't be waiting because time is money.
Got it.
Yeah.
So I'll give you another question as well. You're
Okay.
very
All right.
you dress very well, right? You really look good every time I talk to you. Every time I see you online, you're looking
Thank
very
you.
good.
Thank you.
So do you think presentation is an important aspect to it too, as well, to those principles? Because I feel like you might have those principles in place, but sometimes you can't how do I say this? You can't attract those people because you look a certain way.
True.
As you gave an example, like walking in a room wearing a vest and some shorts, and all of that. So, do you think presentation as a young person, as a young entrepreneur that is looking for opportunities, is a very important thing?
Okay. Presentation makes people believe.
Yeah.
So rather, if people don't believe in your vision, check your presentation, right? Because before we hear your business idea, we see you, right? When you approach me saying, I have a business idea, I need investment, right? And I say, okay, send it to my email. Let's check it out. We check it out, but then I see your profile. I see, you know, it's does not go with your proposal. Already, that's an error. So presentation makes people believe it. So you have to present yourself very well because presentation speaks. It has a voice. So before you speak, presentation speaks for you. You
Okay.
understand?
Yeah. Sure. So,
So presentation, yeah, it's key.
oh, okay. And some people are not as privileged, to be in places where they can look presentable. Sorry, I keep
Uh,
on pressing these questions to you,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it's all right.
I try to connect with the with the regular person. because a regular person will be watching this and say like, I'm not as privileged as most people are, and I can't
Okay.
look a certain way. Is there a way
Hmm.
you can like, you can make it into those rooms or like be successful or get your goals achieved without how do I pose this question? If you
Without
have,
a strong financial background.
yeah, if you don't have a strong financial background, but you have all those principles in place and you're trying to have a good presentation, how best can you go around it?
Okay. The issue of financial backgrounds is a very controversial issue.
Yeah,
Not everyone has got money to start a business. Not everyone was born from a family where, they can support their dreams and their visions. What you're saying is, I'm trying to present myself, but I don't have the finances to, you know, take myself to those offices where I have to present myself.
yeah,
Basically, that's your question. Now, I think that this issue now, as an individual, you then need to take extra steps in order to make yourself presentable. Yes, the finances are not there, but there are things that you can do, right? Now, let me try answer this with all respect as well.
yeah,
Like what people say that if you're born without money, it's not your fault. But if you die without money, it's your fault, right? And that's very true. I mean, it's very true, right? Because there's certain things that, I mean, there's people who are born in poverty. Like most people who are rich today, who make an impact, were born from families without money. Am I correct?
true.
So what you then do is study what they did. How did ABC make his money? What did he do? You know, I think the issue is that you want to present yourself and go buy clothes in top-notch, clothing stores when you can actually go and just buy your clothing, from places that are, on the streets. You can get things from the streets, put them on your body, try to make yourself presentable, and go to that meeting.
Yeah,
So rather use what you have. Do you understand?
yeah, I get you. I
Yeah,
get you.
yeah, yeah.
I
So
get you.
use what you have. Don't try to pressurize yourself to look good because you give yourself pressure. Yet the goal is not about the dressing; it's about getting investment.
Yeah. And also the other challenge that is there, I don't know if it still exists. I in Zim there seem like to be this gap where certain people want to hang out together, and there's like a big
Mhm.
divide, and the different groups want to hang. I think it's an African thing. I don't know if it has
Okay.
changed or not.
Yeah.
So it's really hard for somebody coming from not a very good background or financially strong background to be in environments where they can be empowered or be able to meet with an investor. So if
Okay.
I'm with somebody like, who got like humility, I'm honest, I'm humble, but it's just that the environment that I hang out is not allowing me to be able to meet with potential investors or people that can help me start my business without having any money because there's no
Hmm.
one, taking me to those environments or I have no clue. So what would be my approach if I'm in a country like Zimbabwe or if I'm in like Mozambique, Tanzania, and I don't have a strong financial background? What should be my approach to that?
Okay. Um, Now we are each born with skills that we have, right?
Yeah.
There are certain people who are good at speaking. Some are good at thinking. There are good thinkers out there. I mean, in Zim, we've got very good thinkers, people who can think and, find ways to get out of situations. Now, what you have to do is you have to then use your skills to then get out of that situation, right? You've got people who are very good at playing soccer, right? Your goal is to open a business that sells clothes, but you're gifted in soccer. Use soccer to get you out of that place because that's your skill. And
Yeah.
wherever you use your skills, it's easier to attract investment because you're not forcing it, but the passion pulls you itself to get the difference. So then sit back and see what am I good at in my life? What can I do? What can I not do? Then you
Yeah.
use those things that you're good at to take you out of that situation, to break that shell, and then you can go to those places. So rather think back, what am I good at? Some people are good at writing. just advertise, that I write proposals, I write whatever, charge your money, get yourself something, you break the shell, then now you've entered a new zone. So that look, because each and every single person is good at something. So search for that one thing that you're good at and use that to break the shell.
I got it. I got it.
Hmm.
And right now, like in most African countries, it's really hard to start businesses because there is not a lot of capital or a lot of support for young
Okay.
entrepreneurs. So how do you see that? How do you see that yourself as somebody who has proposed this thing of starting businesses without money and how we can buy without money? And what do you think the environment is like?
Okay. I think I once mentioned before that, Zim Africa rather at large rewards problem solvers. So if you're not solving the problem, then that might be tricky for you, right?
Yeah.
So now the fact that we've got many issues in Africa, that means the space is there. Yes, I know there's certain things that didn't govern business in Africa. It makes it hard for you to even start a business and stuff. But the opportunities are there, and they are a lot. There's space in certain industries that you can still penetrate. You understand?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Which is why even people from the States speak very good about Africa in terms of investment. What are they seeing that we're not seeing is the question.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at times, like what I always say, at times you need to uh, get out of the country so that you can see exactly what's in the country. At times, if you're too close to a certain object, you might miss it, which is why people tend to leave Africa and then yet they tell everyone that, wow, come and invest in Africa. There's so much hope in Africa. What are they saying there that we can't see? It's a question. So there's a lot of work that we have to do on ourselves that no, let's figure out, at times, because, there's a saying that says feel at home. So if you're at home, you're relaxed. Uh-huh.
True.
That's where the issue is. What are we doing that's wrong? The Americans are seeing a future in our country, but yet we are not seeing it.
Yeah.
So let's do what they do in order to see this opportunity.
And do you think young people love their country enough? Do you think we love our country enough or our countries enough as Africans? Because I think the other thing that I've noticed being outside of the continent for a while is that
Okay.
we have given up on our country. We don't love it anymore. On our countries, actually, we don't love them anymore because of whatever political issues that have happened that have made us
Mm.
like take a step back from loving our
Okay.
country, and us losing
Okay.
that love, we are losing out on a lot of opportunities because we're thinking somebody is going to come in and fix this for us. So, but the only way
Okay.
that we us trying to fix something, that's us creating businesses and opportunities for ourselves. But just us waiting on somebody else to do it, it's not, no one else is going to do it. It's us who are
Yeah,
going
true,
to do it.
true, true,
You know.
true,
So,
true,
so,
true.
so, so I don't know how you see that and how we can change that mindset and just make our own brothers and sisters love. It sounds so ridiculous because I'm not in Zimbabwe and I'm saying that I'm not in Africa,
Right.
but you're not here.
Mhm.
But I just think like if we love it more, I think we could see us doing more and the economy changing and everything changing. I don't know how you see
Yeah,
that.
true. True. Well, I think our generation is not in a good space, to be honest. Is because we are the future. I mean, those that are ahead of us, you know, um, time is coming where they won't be here.
Yeah.
So it's actually us. It's us or nothing, to be honest. Now, here's the thing. Those few that are chasing for their dreams are gonna dominate in this country in the future. Why I'm saying this because there's space in our generation for those chasing dreams. There's so much space because people of the same age are not thinking like you. So if you have to chase your dreams in Zim right now, and you're between the ages of, let's say 18 to 27, you're smart because people within those ages in Zim right now are not realizing that life is actually serious. Daddy's money is not going to be my money. So I need to see what I can do for myself now. So if you're chasing your dreams now, I'm telling you, the space is open for you, and the opportunities will come to your doorstep and throw themselves at you. You don't have to look for them. Why? Because people of the same age are not even looking. They're not taking them. So once, I mean, you will see one person, who's in every industry. Why? Because there's so much space for that generation. You understand?
Yeah, I understand.
So it's an advantage for those few that are chasing their dreams, but one man cannot run every industry.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, I understand. Definitely
Yeah,
understand. So, for those that are not familiar, I wonder, like, how did you get your mindset, the mindset that you have, and the love for the continent, and and for the young people that are in Africa? How did you get to this point and say, like, I love this country, I love my continent, I want to make sure that I build a successful business here, I employ a lot of people, and I try to empower the youth. How did you get that mindset?
okay. I think most young people tend to think, let me go to the States, let me go to the UK.
Me?
That's where my future is, and so forth. Like I always say that if you look at the States, what can be done in a land has been done. It's
True.
full. No one can come to the States and say, I have a brand new idea. I mean, I believe it's done. America is done. It's full. You cannot do
Yeah.
anything new in the States. But in Africa, we've got so much space, you can bring new things, and we are still far compared to where the States is. Meaning you can still copy, you don't have to bring your own thing. Do what
Yeah.
they're doing in the States, bring it here, that's it. Right? So why I really feel for, why I really love Africa in terms of this is because we have a lot to do. And it's my dream that, many young people actually have the same mindset that no, we are the next, we are the future of this country. So what we do today will definitely determine what will happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, some people are opening companies, some are sleeping at home, some are going, doing what they do, and it's okay. But then the time is coming very soon where you actually realize that, wow, what have I been doing my whole life? I've been sitting at home doing nothing. Now I've got my friends. I think there's nothing as painful as looking at someone you went to school with and you see him in newspapers. Yet you are looking at that newspaper in bed thinking, wow, I went to school with this guy. In fact, I was smarter than him. He was in the last class for maths. I was in the first class. I'm sitting in bed, yet he's the guy shining. What's the difference? It's not about the degree or anything, no. It's about the time. What did you do with your time?
I like that,
So
man.
in Africa, we've got time, but no one is using that time. Everyone else is waiting for someone else to use it. So instead of don't wait for them to use it, you use it. Think of stuff, start doing it. It's very simple. In Africa, it's very simple. The space is there. I think they're too stressed on the money, investment. I need money, I need money. Stop thinking about money. Act like you have the money and the money will come. That's basically what I move. I'm not afraid of saying today or rather tomorrow I can wake up and say, I actually want to start a company, um, for example, a taxi business, right? I need to buy about 10 buses. And then I told people, right, that no, let's go. And then I actually don't have the money. But the fact that I've taken that step, I will eventually attract the money needed for that. In Africa, it's very simple. Act like you have the money for that business, it will eventually come. Like it sounds crazy, but it's very simple. But in the States, act like you have it, you won't have it. Why? Because it's been done already.
Yeah, that's true. And then as
You
you say,
understand?
like just being here, every time, like when I first started, when I try to think of an idea, if I just look it up on Google, 200 people are already doing it somewhere already.
Yeah,
So
true.
the market is already saturated. There's no room for any new ideas. The only thing that you can
True.
do is just like improve other people's business. It's like, you already been
True.
doing it this way. Why don't we do it this way? And you can make more money doing it that way. But going back to
True.
today's topic, how to buy without money and how to start a business without money. Do you have any last words to share on that topic? And just to wrap it up.
I think, like I mentioned, every business has a foundation, and the foundation of your business are based on the owner's principles,
Yeah.
right? I mean, Econet today is based on the foundations and principles of Strive, regardless of whoever the CEO is or whatsoever. whoever he employs. They have to follow his beliefs. Yeah. So rather have principles like what I mentioned, humility, honor, honesty, and work on those things. Work on yourself,
Uh-huh.
right? Because your business becomes who you are. Because when someone sees my company, the name, they think me. So now if they want to buy, they think me. Some people don't like me, so they reject and they won't buy. Those that like me will actually put their money and buy. So
Uh-huh.
when people see your business, they see you. So are you humble in life? Do you have honor? Are you honest in business? They see you, and then that will make them actually buy. So rather work on yourself. You've got your vision, you've got your dream, you spend hours and hours drafting your business plans, but work on yourself as well. Mature, learn, build yourself because your business becomes who you are.
True. And,
Mm.
and, and I'm going to give you one last more question. You're a Christian,
Okay.
and being a Christian, I think Christianity for me has destroyed a lot of our youths because, and a
Okay.
lot of our countrymen because they make it look like it's better to be wealthy as a Christian. And
Okay.
from my experience growing up as a Christian in Africa, wealth was something that was frowned upon. It was not something that was encouraged, to most of the churches that I went to. So I don't know what's your perspective on that as a Christian in Africa.
Okay. Um, as a Christian, you've got all the right to make money. In fact, it's there in the Bible. Jesus died, he became poor that we may become rich. So already we've got legal access to become rich. I think people really paint the fact that Christians should be begging for money, and that's not the way it's meant to be. There's a big error there. So now people really fear even saying that I'm a Christian. They think that once you have money, you're on that side, not on that side. And that's
Yeah.
very wrong. I think it's very wrong. It's not right. So as a Christian, you're actually meant to make, billionaires are meant to be Christians. That's actually the will of God for his people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think those that say Christians should not have money are actually just Satanists. Yeah, against the work of God. Simple. There's nothing to say about it.
I agree with that, my
Yeah, you
brother.
understand me?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
definitely understand. So
yeah, yeah.
for people that want to reach out to you, talk to you, ask questions, about entrepreneurship on the African continent, and how best can they reach out to you?
I think my DMs are always open.
Yeah,
I think my number is there on my the website. You can even get my number there. We talk and then we see, like I told you, when you approach me, I look at your principles. There are certain people who approach me and be like, wow, you inspire me. Of course, I'll give you my attention. But if you
yeah,
approach me and be like, yo, 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 my guy, already I'll give you the my guy-ness of me. You understand what I'm saying? Is
yeah.
it business? Is it what? Because, don't normalize the person that you're speaking to. I'm not saying I want to be praised. No, I don't even want to be praised at all. But,
Hmm.
at times your first words determine the future. So, yeah, but my DMs are open. Speak to me. Let's see. I'm always looking forward to speak to the young people with ideas. I mean, investment as well, especially for now. I think small scale investment, and yeah, to see exactly what people want to do, what young people want to do, and to help you as well in your idea.
Yeah.
I think I'm good at executing ideas and dreams. So once we talk and then we see what we can do together, and then yeah, that's it.
Yeah, for sure, man. And thanks for doing this with me. Do you have any last words before we end the live?
No, I think for today, I think we've done what has to be done.
And
Um, yeah, hopefully, I think sometime early next year we'll be back again for
uh,
something amazing.